الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا وهو العزيز الغفور. The one who created death and life in order to test you and see who is best from among you in actions and deeds. He is the Almighty and the Oft-Forgiver. As the Imam Ibn Qayyim rahimahullah ta'ala, he said, وَلَمَّا سَبَقَ في حكمتي أن الجنة دار النعيم لا دار الابتلاء وامتحان جعل قبلها دار الابتلاء جسرا يعبر عليه إليها. He said rahimahullah, and since Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from His wisdom He made Jannah, He made paradise an abode of absolute bliss and enjoyment. And He did not make it a place of trial and being tested. So from His wisdom is that He placed before it an abode wherein the people are tested and trialed. That is from the wisdom of Allah Azza wa Jal. He placed before Jannah an abode wherein the people are trialed and tested. And He mentioned, and He made this abode jisran, as a bridge. It's a bridge to the hereafter, and a bridge in which the people, they have to cross in order to arrive at Jannah. And then He said likewise, look at the examples that the Imam rahimahullah ta'ala gives. He said also He made it like a mazra'a, like a farmland, wherein one can grow and he can plant. And He said, and He made it like a port, wherein one he stops and he fills up, he takes his provisions, and then he continues on. That's how Allah Azza wa Jal, He made this dunya for us. And hence why we find the statement of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, kun fi dunya ka'annaka gharib aw abiru sabil. Be in the dunya as though you are a stranger. As though you are a stranger, or one who is simply passing by on a journey. Ibn Qayyim mentions that the person is in one of these two states. Either he is a stranger in the dunya, meaning he does not belong here. This is not his abode. Or he's someone merely passing by. He is like the traveler that is trying to reach his homeland. He's stranded, and he's trying to gain enough provisions in order to take him back safely to his land and to the place where he's from. This is how a person treats the dunya. And Allah Azza wa Jalla likewise, He reminded us, informing us of the ibtila that occurs in the dunya, the types of trials and tests that we are faced with here in the dunya. He said subhanahu wa ta'ala, كُلُّ نَفْسٍ ذَائِقَةُ الْمَوْتِ. That indeed each and every soul will taste death. Then He said subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَنَبَلُوكُمْ بِالشَّرِّ وَالْخَيْرِ فِتْنَةً وَإِلَيْنَا تُرْجَعُونَ. And we will test you with good, and we will test you with evil. And it's a fitna, it's a trial. We're being tested. And to you, to us, you shall return. Ibn Kathir rahimahullah ta'ala, he said, meaning نَخْتَبِرُكُمْ, meaning we will test you. بِالْمَصَائِبْ تَارَةً. At times, you will be tested with masa'ib. You will be tested with hardships and calamities. But not only are you tested by way of hardships and calamities, but also you are tested bin ni'am. You are tested with blessings. He said subhanahu wa ta'ala, نَبَلُوكُمْ بِالشَّرِّ وَالْخَيْرِ. We test you with evil and with good. We test you with calamities and hardships but also we test you by way of the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then he mentioned Ibn Kathir, he said, لِنَنْظُرْ مَنْ يَشْكُرْ وَمَنْ يَكْفُرْ وَمَنْ يَصْبِرْ وَمَنْ يَقْنُطْ. In order to see who is grateful, who is truly grateful to Allah Azza wa Jal, and who shows thankfulness, and who denies and shows ingratitude. And in order to see who is the patient one, and the one who has forbearance, and the one who turns to despair and loses all hope. So a test and a trial from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma, he said in the tafsir of this ayah, أَيْنَ بَتَلِيكُمْ بِالشَّرِّ وَالْخَيْرِ فِتْنَةً بِالشِّدَّةِ وَالرَّخَاءِ وَالصِّحَّةِ وَالسَّقَمِ وَالْغِنَى وَالْفَقْرِ. He said, we will certainly test you with evil and good as a fitna, and we will test you with hardship and with ease, and with good health and with ill health, and sickness, and with richness and poverty, wal halal wal haram, and we will test you with that which is permissible and that which is impermissible, wal ta'ah wal ma'siyah wal huda wal dalal, and we will test you with obedience and disobedience, and with guidance and misguidance. All of that is a test, ya Abdullah. Yes, a person, he can be tested not only with hardships and difficulties, but he is also tested with ease and with these blessings. That wealth that has been given to you, that wealth that Allah Azza wa Jal has blessed you with, is a test, is a trial. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala informed us, إِنَّمَا أَمْوَالُكُمْ وَأَوْلَادُكُمْ fitna. That indeed your wealth and your own children, they are a test and a trial. And he said subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَلَكِنْ لِيَبَلُوَكُمْ فِي مَا آتَاكُمْ. But rather we shall test you with that which has been given to you. Then he said, فَاسْتَبِقُوا الْخَيْرَاتِ. So hasten to perform good deeds. Use that which Allah Azza wa Jal has given you towards earning His pleasure and acting upon His obedience subhanahu wa ta'ala. Hasten to perform good deeds, as we find likewise in the hadith of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when he said, بَادِرُوا بِالْأَعْمَالِ. Hasten to righteous good deeds. فِتَنًا كَقِطْعِ اللَّيْلِ الْمُظْلِمِ. Hasten to perform righteous good deeds before you are overcome by trials and tribulations that are like part of a dark night. And they're obscure. You don't see them coming. They afflict you all of a sudden. Then he mentioned what these fitan are, or what from the greatest of them are. He said sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, يُصْبِحُ الرَّجُلُ مُؤْمِنًا فَيُمْسِي كَافِرًا وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ. A man, he will begin his day, imagine ayyuha al-ikhwah, a man will begin his day as a believer upon iman, and when the evening enters upon him, he is a disbeliever. أو يمسي مؤمنا ويصبح كافرا. Or in the evening he is a believer, however when the morning reaches him, he is a disbeliever. وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ مِنْ ذَلِكَ. May Allah protect us from that. Then he sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he mentioned almost the cause of this. He said, يَبِيعُ دِينَهُ بِعَرَضٍ مِنَ الدُّنْيَا. He sells his own religion for a small share of the dunya. يعني إلى هذا الحد, to this extent, that that's where his love of wealth had led him, that he is willing to compromise and to forgo his religion. He's willing to trade it and to sell it for a small portion of the dunya. Wallahu ta'ala al-musta'an.